Про Ислама не могу не спросить, тоже предстоит бой. Я так понимаю, что соперник достаточно серьезный. Какие, не знаю, ожидания, ну, понятно, одни. Вообще, как подготовка проходит?
Стилистически очень неудобный соперник.
Да?
Стилистически, я так считаю. Много бегает, вот сдалека, с дистанции бьет. Такого высокого соперника у нас не было.
Ian Garry believes he's going to beat Islam Makhachev. Now, I have a feeling right off the bat, well, of course he does. Every fighter believes they're going to win. No, they don't. That is a myth. There are many myths in sport. There's many myths within our sport. That's a huge one.
It's just hard. But the fact that we get to see him, fight Ian Garry, that's going to be a sick fight.
I think from what I've seen with Ian Garry, he's a guy that can get it done.
I mean, dude, I don't think Islam has a lot of weaknesses. He's never fought someone as long and tall as me. He's not fought someone as fast as me. He's not fought someone who has the distance management, the boxing capabilities, the head movement that I did, but also the takedown defense. He might get me down. I hope he does, because I want to prove to the world that he can.
Мне нормально, если балл я не отдам, взять не обязательно. У меня это есть понятие, как там делать. В голове получается, там не получается.
Стилистически, я так считаю. Много бегает, вот сдалека, с дистанции бьет. Такого высокого соперника у нас не было. 193 сантиметра.
Высокий, да.
Да, более 190 рост. Руки длинные, ноги длинные, выбрасывает. Ну, опять-таки, надо будет за ним бегать, собирать его. Надо будет хватать, собирать, валить. Тяжелый бой будет. И скоро 35.
Он 91-го уже года, да, получается?
91 октября, скоро 35 будет. Все вместе, стилистический возраст, это все, я считаю, что будет тяжелый бой.
That whole these athletes are confident, they believe in themselves, they have complete belief in their training. No. One of the reasons the octagon, I think John McCarthy might have called it this all the way back in 1993, but it's the ultimate proving ground. And it is the ultimate proving ground for a number of things, but that's not an exception. Like self-belief or self-doubt. You're doing the hardest thing you could imagine doing, because it's the only sport where the other person isn't trying to score points on you, they're trying to hurt you.
I mean, dude, I don't think Islam has a lot of weaknesses. He's never fought someone as long and tall as me. He's not fought someone as fast as me. He's not fought someone who has the distance management, the boxing capabilities, the head movement that I did, but also the takedown defense. He might get me down. I hope he does, because I want to prove to the world that he can submit me. I want to prove to the world that I can get back up. I want to prove to the world that I can beat him in his own world. I don't care how long he's trained in that area. I don't care if he's an internationally recognized master of Sambo or not. I'm going to bounce him on his skull. I'm going to take his title. I'm going to take his throne, and I'm going to finish that consecutive win streak. And I'll always be the guy that stopped history from happening.
Islam Makhachev taking on Ian Garry for the welterweight, which is a sick fight, because I remember back in the good old days, I would see your ass fight 3 times in a year. Just boom, boom, boom. Like, you defending the belt multiple times in a year, so you got to see your favorite athlete and your favorite champion fight so often. But now you're lucky to see Islam fight once a year, or even it's just hard. But the fact that we get to see him, fight Ian Garry, that's going to be a sick fight.
I think from what I've seen with Ian Garry, he's a guy that can get it done. Again, Islam is one of the greatest to ever do it in this game. He's dominant in his field, and now he's at welterweight. He wears it well, like against JDM. I thought JDM scrambling would give him problems, but nah, he didn't. It wasn't the case. But with Garry, the fight with Shavkat, He got close at the end as well, finishing Shavkat, but the way he handled Shavkat's grappling, I wouldn't say foreshadow what's gonna happen with that fight, but I haven't actually looked at that fight too much yet, but I'm excited for that fight just because it's like, again, another one of those ones where it's like destiny. A guy like Ian Machado, who's come up, had this dream, been calling it since day dot, and he's been saying, I'm the future.
Главное намерение, а намерение же ценится.
Просто оттягивай, сползай,
With the Ian Garry versus Islam Makhachev fight officially confirmed, anticipation for UFC 330 is at an all-time high. Fans around the world are eagerly waiting to see how this fascinating stylistic matchup unfolds inside the octagon. Khabib believes this is one of the toughest stylistic matchups of Islam Makhachev's career. He explained that Ian Garry's height, long reach, and constant movement make him a unique challenge unlike anyone Islam has faced before. According to Khabib, the key to victory will be closing the distance, getting a hold of Garry, and using Islam's elite wrestling to control the fight. He also noted that Islam is approaching 35 years old, making this an even more demanding test. Overall, Khabib expects a very difficult fight due to both the stylistic challenge and Islam's age. Chael Sonnen dismissed the idea that every fighter genuinely believes they will win, responding to Ian Garry's confidence about beating Islam Makhachev. He argued that many fighters experience self-doubt despite what they say publicly, calling the octagon the ultimate proving ground where confidence is constantly tested. According to Sonnen, mixed martial arts is different from other sports because the opponent isn't just trying to outscore you, they're trying to physically hurt you. That's why he believes confidence alone isn't enough, and the real truth is revealed once the cage door closes. Ian Garry praised Islam Makhachev as an elite champion with very few weaknesses, but expressed complete confidence that he has the tools to beat him. Garry believes his height, reach, speed, distance management, boxing, head movement, and takedown defense present challenges that Islam has never faced before. He even welcomed the possibility of being taken down, saying he wants to prove he can survive Islam's grappling, get back to his feet, and compete with him in his strongest area. Garry finished by declaring that he plans to dethrone Islam, end his winning streak, and become the man who stopped history from being made. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson said he's excited about the upcoming welterweight title fight between Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry, calling it a fantastic matchup. He praised Islam as one of the greatest fighters in MMA history, highlighting how dominant he looked at welterweight, especially after defeating Jack Della Maddalena. At the same time, Johnson believes Ian Garry has the skills to make the fight competitive, pointing to the way Garry handled Shavkat Rakhmonov's grappling and nearly secured a late finish. While he hasn't fully analyzed the matchup yet and wants to save his official prediction until fight week, he feels the bout has all the ingredients to be a special fight between an established champion and a hungry contender chasing his dream.
Avoid standing directly in front of opponents. His fast jab, accurate combinations, and effective kicks help him maintain distance while scoring points from the outside. If Garry can prevent Islam from closing the distance and force the fight to remain standing, he may be able to frustrate the champion with his speed and movement. Maintaining the distance for 5 rounds, however, would be one of the toughest challenges of his career. Another fascinating aspect of this matchup would be the mental battle. Islam Makhachev has repeatedly demonstrated remarkable composure under pressure. Whether fighting for the championship or defending his title against elite opponents, he remains calm, focused, and disciplined throughout every contest. Garry, meanwhile, thrives on confidence and enjoys proving critics wrong. His belief in his own abilities has played a major role in his undefeated career, and he has never appeared intimidated by high-level competition. The build-up to this fight, including press conferences and face-offs, would likely generate enormous excitement among UFC fans around the world. A major talking point would also be the difference in weight classes. Islam has spent most of his championship career career competing at lightweight, while Garry has built his reputation in the welterweight division. If this fight were ever to happen, one of the fighters would likely need to move divisions, creating questions about size, strength, and conditioning. Garry naturally carries more weight, while Islam has repeatedly shown incredible physical strength against larger opponents. Those physical differences would become one of the most interesting factors on fight night. Technically, the opening rounds would likely determine the direction of the fight. Garry would attempt to establish his jab, use lateral movement, and keep Islam at the end of his punches and kicks. Islam, meanwhile, would patiently pressure forward, cut off the cage, and search for opportunities to secure takedowns. Every successful takedown would swing momentum toward the champion, while every defended attempt would increase Garry's confidence. This strategic battle between striking and wrestling would be one of the most compelling tactical contests the UFC could offer. If the fight reached the championship rounds, conditioning would become increasingly important. Islam has consistently demonstrated outstanding cardio despite using a physically demanding wrestling style. Garry has also shown excellent endurance, maintaining his speed and technical precision deep into fights. As fatigue begins to affect both athletes, every mistake could become increasingly costly. One perfectly timed takedown, one clean counterpunch, or one successful submission attempt could instantly change the outcome. Many analysts would likely favor Islam because of his championship experience and dominant grappling. His ability to control elite opponents has been proven repeatedly on the biggest stages. However, Garry's movement, striking accuracy, and adaptability make him a dangerous opponent capable of creating unexpected problems. Mixed martial arts has shown countless times that styles make fights, and an elite striker with disciplined takedown defense always has the potential to produce a major upset. Beyond the competition itself, this matchup would be a massive event for the UFC. Islam Makhachev has become one of the organization's biggest international champions, while Ian Garry continues to attract a rapidly growing global fan base. A pay-per-view headline by these two athletes would generate enormous interest, sell out arenas, and capture the attention of MMA fans worldwide. Predicting the winner remains extremely difficult. Islam Makhachev enters almost every fight as the favorite because of his elite wrestling, submission skills, and constantly improving striking. Ian Garry, however, brings youth, confidence, technical precision, and the hunger of an undefeated contender determined to prove he belongs among the sports elite. If Garry can successfully keep the fight standing, manage the distance, and avoid extended grappling exchanges, he could make the contest far more competitive than many expect. On the other hand, if Islam establishes his wrestling early and controls the pace on the ground, he could once again demonstrate why he is considered one of the greatest champions in modern MMA. Whether this fight eventually becomes reality or remains one of the UFC's greatest dream matchups, there is no doubt it would deliver incredible excitement. It would showcase elite striking against world-class grappling, youth against experience, and an undefeated contender against a dominant champion. If the UFC ever books Ian Garry versus Islam Makhachev, fans around the world can expect a thrilling contest that could become one of the defining fights of a new era in mixed martial arts. Let us know your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest UFC news